Ying to everyone that follows this channel. Ying to all the Bantus, to all the Nan-Bantus. Masa is my name, and you are highly welcome. Today we're gonna talk about, you know, the Bantu awakening again, and yeah, stay tuned, brothers and sisters. You have to know, we Muntus, Bantus are called humans. To be called a human means you are from the creator, from Adam. And we have mutants in this world and something between. And we have also something that we call aliens. And everyone wants to be called human. The Inuits in the Inuits, the Eskimos. People called them Eskimos before. Then they said we want to be called Inuits because Inuits means human. Can you imagine? Human. To be a human means you are the most high here on earth because everything was given to Adam. The plants, the animals, everything that goes to the four elements: water, fire, earth. The spirits were controlled by the Adams. Solomon, David, they had those kind of powers. Our forefathers, not a long time ago, they had these powers in the 1600s. And even in the 1900s, we saw people like Kimbangu, Simon Toko, Kimba Vida, Andrew Matswa. They had power. Now we have to go to the next level. I came in the time that my elder Jonathan also was teaching. We were there, Ron Dalton, Isaac Kopo, many teaching. I came out with things like we have to look at the Isaiah a little bit further. What is right, what is wrong, starting attacking and putting the Christianity in the right place. Then we move forward by talking about the countries. Yeah, I did it 10 years ago, but we repeated it again and again and again. There's nothing new under the sun. To tell the whole world that the Israel, which is above, which is in the Middle East, is not the right Israel, but Africa, that is what is Israel, and Israel is a pagan name, which is Isolele, which means the chosen one, and those people are Bantus. We talked about who the Canaanites were. We talked about the separations of the Holy Land. We brought people together, people that followed me 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, which means not ago. They followed me 2 or 3 years. They came after 2 or 3 years, even visited me in Germany or visited me in Africa, following me in Africa, living with me in Africa. We went to Botswana, South Africa, Tanzania, and we are still connected and building from there. And we brought sticks together by going out from religion also. Many people stuck in religion. Some people stuck in the doctrine of Jesus is Lord, Jesus is God, Jesus is Spirit, Jesus whatever. But we moved. Then we went further with, you know, let's say physics, astrophysics, physics, herbs, medical, natural medicine. We talked about that. We moved forward with that. Agriculture, which many people are doing today. Uh, ONG, which is charity work. People are doing that. People move to Cameroon. People move to Gambia. Uh, then we moved forward, talking about the right language, the true language, the language that will come and save or change things, or if it wants to connect to the Most High, which is very, very important because language is your identity. Language, names, you can't call yourself Matthew or whatever. It can be that you are calling yourself now like that, but later the Most High will give you another name that will represent to your character and you real you. We move forward with that because it's identity craft, lack of knowledge that is killing us. So if we want to get knowledge back, we have to know, we have to go back to that what was ours, to our roots, right? We start waking up people and spiritually. Talking about myself, but I say we, right? So people have been woken doing spiritual work, yeah, and I have different kind of sisters doing spiritual work. Many people learn this stuff and they did it by themselves. I have brothers that do not acknowledge. Many people do not acknowledge. This is a problem of the African. Yeah, the African do not like to acknowledge. Yeah, it's a big problem. I don't like that. I don't like that. But it's in us. It's in our DNA. African people do not want to acknowledge whatever you do. You can give him $10, he will just say yes. You even 1 million is the same. He will just say, "Oh, thank you." That's it. They will not acknowledge you. But that's not the problem. The problem is that we do not work together. That's the biggest problem that we have. We do not work together. If I say African, I'm talking about African American, African Asiatic, African Latin American, everything that has to do with the melanin from Africa. People that were dispersed, people that live in Africa, all of us do not work together. If you see the Arabic, if you see the Latin American, if you see the Asiatic, they work together, and that's why their businesses are also to 60 or 70% moving forward if they're trying to do business. This is not the same case with us, and then we have mostly I know that in the West it's a little bit different now today, but in the African culture, you have always people, African families that comes also to put their weight on your life. You know, everything that they want is to have children so that their children can help them out later. And if the children also want to build something up from the scratch, because we have to know that the most of those Europeans, if they are rich today or if they have something today, is because their forefathers, they fought, they built, they did a lot of wrong things so that they enrich themselves and so that they have now that wealth that they are now living into, yeah, that they have now. That's what is going on now. When we talk about the next level is, a master, a real master, yeah, he can show you different kind of things. There will be some things that he will never show you because maybe the time hasn't come to show you, because the Most High is the revelator, no one else. Yeah, you can be the biggest prophet. Yeah, and the Most High will reveal always things from time to time, because in every period of time, things change. Yeah, and new things will be revealed because the time hasn't come before to be. Yeah, so that you can't know. You just can't know, and that what we already know. We couldn't explain because of different kinds of reasons. It's because the people weren't ready. Still now we have people. If you see, we have even Bantus teaching, or it's witchcraft. If you are dealing with herbs, it's witchcraft. If you're dealing with doing alchemy, like I heard people, or incense, why shouldn't we not, how can we burn incense and stuff like that? And they still do not understand why the nations are doing that. And this is our practices, the practices of our culture, the feast days, for an example. People call me all the time if I'm preaching. All the time, no one called me. My goodness. So um yeah, so the feast days are important. We have to know the feast days are important. We have to know um how to pray. You cannot just pray like the Christians pray. Okay, you cannot just go to the Yiddish or to the Muslims and say we prayed like that. Yeah, we cannot just copy other people's culture and say this is our culture because we hate Africa. Because the biggest thing in this awakening is that people always hated Africa. They always hated Africa, and they hated Africa, especially our people, our brothers and sisters from the U.S. They really hated Africa. They never had any connection to Africa. And now it's getting more and more interesting to them to come to Africa, to Ghana, to the Nigeria, to come to the Southern Africa, to come to the Zimbabwe, uh, we had a lot of Jamaicans coming to Kenya already, Gambia already. They were always open to Africa, but African Americans themselves never. Yeah, only those who studied, those who are smart, they always understood that their roots are in Africa, and they always knew that everything comes from Africa, that they come from Africa, that everything will end there. We can go from Martin Luther King's to James Brown. All of them, musicians, Michael Jackson, all of them talked about Africa. But if you go to the population, especially the youth, they're like, "What? I'm not a bimbo. I'm not a monkey or whatever." So they're taking themselves out of the blessings of others, and which is also another thing that I came with, telling them, "Hey, you have to connect to the Father." Then you have people like Robert Hadley coming, taking everything and teaching it. Also, Yaya Jonathan, you had Yakifas, today people like Terry and Issachar, all of them. Yeah, me, I was the one teaching all of them. They took a little, all of them go black traffic, all of them Ron Dalton took a little and moved forward with it. But brothers and sisters, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning because everyone understands with his speed, and everyone has needs time to understand certain things. Yeah, and I move forward at high speed. I'm not fast, you know. Like every year when I did the ritual prayers on YouTube, I received every year an attack from the Issachar couple. They sit down together to attack me, or if we're doing trips, the same, you know. Um, or if another example, if when we came with the incense thing, which is very new, the thing how to call the ancestors, was one of my class, the four elements. Then you see also people from the Pan-Africanism. You saw people from the the Egyptologists. They also came with four elements. They also teaching those kind of things, and spirituality increased. Now you will see people coming from nowhere and starting teaching. Oh, Sangoma is from the Bantus. Sangoma is not from the Bantus, brothers and sisters. Now they will come with teachings like they will come with different kinds of spirituality from their own because they doesn't have enough information about what the Congos really did and stuff like that, or the Levites. And then you will see people like we had a real great awakening from the Kikuyu, but they did not move forward. But Americans took it and start to teach it like they want, so that they can make their cash, because it's all about cash sometimes. For some people, it's all about, what do you want? Do we want more school? Do we want my to learn something? Cash. Do you want to hear from me? Cash. And it's funny because me myself, many people ask me, why do you give it for free? And it's not the time to teach them. The people that say it's not the time to teach them, because many leaders that teach on YouTube and whatever ask and say, why are you teaching them those things? Them is America. Them is the people that listen to my channel. I'm saying, my answer is, if I'm teaching them, it's because it's my call. And I know that I'm teaching you too, because you don't know these things. You can read a book and say, oh yeah, here in the Congo they did this and this and this. But the things that I teach is from heaven. Yeah? These are things when our forefathers met these Muslims, when they came to our to this planet, let's say like this, yeah, yeah, Captain Planet, right? When they came, they met our forefathers speaking languages, doing things that they couldn't understand. Okay, this is the spirit that is inside of me, and this spirit is young, and it grows from time to time. From Because knowledge increases in spirit. It's the book. Yeah, the most of our people did not write. Yeah, the most of our ngunzas, they had a big problem. Even the last that I knew, yeah, they never wrote something. Knew a lot of things. People from America came here, they met a great one like Papa Kitoko. That man was healing all the handicapped people. Everyone that is crazy, the spirit is gone, taken to the to Mars. He was taking the spirit and bringing it back to this person's body. Tomorrow, that person, you will see him driving a car, making cash, helping his family. Okay, can someone in the diaspora do that? Not even the scientists. Okay, so what I want to say is people do not want to learn just like that and maybe paying a little and receiving that gift so that they can move forward and also teach others. They just want to take it and to have an advantage. I'm talking now about the religious leaders, because many people, many of those religious leaders, they came from Christianity and they still have this Christian. If they hear Master talking bad about Christianity or about false Jesus or about false Jewish, it hurts them. The, they came with a 12 tribe chart, which is completely a lie. They I don't want to say anything about movement, what Kyrie or Kanye West, but there's a lot of lie between. Okay, a lot of lies. They still do not want to accept Africa. They still ignore Africa, but Africa is the one that holds them. Africa is the one that feeds them. They're still pro-America. So America beats Iran, Iraq, goes to Africa and does all the criminalities, goes to Haiti, goes to kill everyone in this world. They still are American and call it American and do not want to understand that we have to come out of Babylon, that we really have to come out of her and go back to that what which is ours. You know, it hurts them so much. It hurts their feeling. It hurts their identity. That's the problem. That is their identity. Yeah. This is Babylon feeds them. Pharaoh feeds them. Yeah. And this is why they're mad and wants don't want to go off of their traditions really and learn, but it's like they just want to uh, 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 you know to hide. They want to hide and come with the Jewish or another Muzungu or religious movement, yeah, with the Hebrew Israelism. You can go to GOCC. They talk a lot of rubbish against Africa. They still call many people in Africa Hamites. They're so hurt that you can't understand that they accept even white people, marry with white people, marry with the Chinese and all the things, calling them Israelites before their own brothers in Africa. They can see the culture in Africa, how we wear our clothing, the fringes, the whole stories in Africa, the animals, the mountains, the names, biblical names in every river and every town, and the biblical names that we still carry as a people. They don't care. They don't care. They're like, no, we want to be part of that. We want to create our own. By creating our own, we should never forget the African. You can be out of Africa, but Africa will be never out of you. Which means that most of the people that are taking advantage from their own people are African Americans. They are robbing from other African Americans. There was a time they were saying, "Oh, Africa is robbing. They want our money. Oh, Africa wants to take from advantage from America." Africa can't take advantage from America. It's only African Americans that can take advantage from Africa. This is the only way because everyone is taking advantage from Africa. Okay, this is the only way. Everything is in Africa. The only thing is that we as a people has to start working together, and it is hard to say, "Oh, I'm moving. I will believe on my own African American brother that is in Tanzania, that is in Kenya," and you go there and you have sent him 50,000, and you're meeting, and you see that he has only he has not done anything. He took the money. We saw it all. We see it all the days. It's like we are all the same. No one is different here, and we have to start now understanding that it's not. Uh, it's blood is thicker than water. The same blood it's in our veins. It's the same blood that is running in the people in the Caribbean and in some other places, and we have now to start understanding how to work together. And when I say work together, I mean from CEO to marketing, from marketing up to the people that will work, from the worker up to the people that pay, the chairmen and everything. We as a people have to start understanding that we can't do anything alone because you will never see Babylon build it in one day. France or all this manufacturers of cars, industries of different kind of things. They work in different kinds of sections and together. which means we have to start now going away from our alter ego and understanding that we are one people. It's hard where we came from. I do you know how I met Jonathan? I met Jonathan. Myself. Jonathan wrote me, and because he is also in Gunza. He's a prophet. He's not in Gunza. Be careful. I'm you know, Christian prophet. Yeah, but not in Gunza. I'm in Gunza. I'm also a prophet, but I'm also in Gunza. And Gunza is not really a prophet. These translations are not the same. Ngunza is a healer, is a doctor. I am a doctor. I have also my papers that I am a Ngunza doctor. I work with herbs. I can also work with normal prayers like Christians do. Because a Christian will tell you, oh yeah, just lay the hand, Jesus will help. They wait for someone to help you. But me myself, I'm a herbalist. Now, what is happening here is um we are totally different from the Hebrew Israelites. Totally. Even if people entering now, like Robert Hadley, entering into the Bantu without knowing the culture really, but understanding from the spirit that is the Most High is giving them, or people like Ron, with the spirit of the Most High that is giving them as pastors. They are pastors, okay? As pastors, to understand the deeper meaning, the deeper revelations. Yeah? Thanks to the Most High that He gave us to such people. It's We should never forget that there will be more. I will explain some things, huh? My elders, because the most of you are all elder than me. I'm a young man, and the most of y'all that followed me for years are all elder than me. I will explain you some things. The younger generations is about to come and save us, and to bring new fruit, to bring new politic, to bring new sign, new wind, new everything. And this younger generations that is about supposed to come, they haven't awoken yet. Yeah, which means me myself, the future that we are going now, and I'm talking about that while I'm preparing. I'm just telling you guys, we are going now to present a tabernacle, which means a spiritual place where people can speak to the Most High in the internet. You can hear people like that woman from England coming with everyday dreams and stuff like that, and many things doesn't even match. And look at how many subscribers she have by just talking stuff and saying stuff. Okay, there's a lot of things that is good, and there are many things that are not right, just not right. Yeah, and there are many things that are just taken from other people and put in it. But if the Spirit speaks, and the Spirit speaks, and you're gonna see the difference. So, which means the tabernacle, the Spirit of the Most High will be now present. It will be now living on YouTube, which you guys will see now prophecies after prophecies and different kinds of dimensions raining upon our people in the diaspora and all over the world. This is what's gonna come from my side. And awakening our people, even days of healing, or days of awakening our people, like days of rituals, real rituals, yeah, having rituals on YouTube where people can get to that and understand and do it by themselves, and getting power, awaken that what is inside of them, or getting rid of different kinds of curses or diseases, or many people lineages that should be broken, and the kind of things. Because my side, from my side, people have to we have to move forward. We can't just every day hear from Isaiah, or hear from yeah, I'm Bantu, yeah, I'm a Zulu Bantu, I'm a Bantu. No, we have to move forward, yeah, to conquer the world, to save the world, to clean up the world. I mean, it will be open for everyone so that everyone can learn. Some schools must be paid, but the most of the thing will be open for the world so that they can see what we are really doing, and they can go from there, because it's important. Another thing that is very important is the music. The music it's very important. And I don't talk about Western music, shouting a little bit here, hallelujah, and that's it. No, I'm talking about the revolutionary music, like Lucky Dube, like the prophetic music. Yeah, yeah. that our forefathers have sung with the Caribbeans or the surf theme inside of it. When you hear and listen to that music, it changes your life. Yeah, we need those kind of things. Yeah, we need this kind of things. And the other thing that will be very very important is um, alchemy, herbals, and we have now to start learning again about our herbs, about alchemy, and to learn again how to mix things, how to draw different kind of things, how to use our four elements again, yeah, by knowing what to say, where to find those kind of things biblical. Me myself in my tabernacle class, which is the Kintwadi, many people have learned this for free because uh, this is not the bigger thing are coming, and this maybe can be just for so that I'll also have something can be sold. But the most of the things are in our place are mostly for free because I don't. This is my job that the most I gave me. And brothers and sisters, why do I do all this? And many people that follow me for years, they will say, really, the most of the things that people teach outside there came from me. um why do I do and how can I do all this? Because the biggest movement is haven't started yet. It will be the movement of Africa, because from Zion, not from the west, not from the east, not from the north. It will be here, where the equator is. From here, Zion. This is where the trumpets will be blown, and his children will come from here. The army of the Most High will come from here. The two witnesses will come from here. The Messiah that the people are waiting for will come from here, from Africa, not from the West. You can dream whatever, how long you want to dream. It will come from Africa. The spirituality, when you want to find the Most High, it's here. The feasts of the Most High will be done here. In the West, we're gonna build some places where we're gonna worship and bring the Mzungus that will follow us all over the world. The people that will follow us, they will follow us through these churches of Laodicea, of Philadelphia, okay, holded by Maleki Makongo, which are Ngunzas or prophets that understood that are anointed through the real prophets to do the job. It's not about only making money and oh yeah, following a crowd, yeah, and then having Christianity inside of it, and not really, not really trying to bring our people together or trying to bring our people back to the truth. In the Bible, it's written, "I will bring my people back where they came from the four corners of the earth." It's everywhere. Yeah, the dispersed one, the diaspora has to come home. But the diaspora is not talking about those things. They're talking about going to Spain. They're talking about going to Canada. They're talking about going to Israel, going to Japan. It doesn't make any sense what they're teaching. They're teaching about Jesus and Yahuwah. They're talking Yiddish. They have mind of a fool. Okay? Still now, no one of them knows how to do any type of a feast or herbals or whatever. They're not interested in that. It's about making money and taking advantage of their own. But their own will be tired of that very, very soon, seeing that this has no place, this has no future. Yeah, it hasn't started yet. It's not about to read a book and the book is written, yeah, we are Hebrews, blah blah blah. We are not Hebrews. Hebrews is not our name. No, we are not Israel. Okay, this is not our name. Okay, the most of the name are changed, mixed. Many things are you will find it in here in the Congo basin, in the basin of West Africa, in the basin of southern part of Africa, in East Africa. You will find a lot of historical evidences, and you won't find it in the same names, in the same forms. You won't find it in the same characteristic, like many people in the West are representing it today to our people, so that it tastes good, and so that we understand, so that we follow the crowd because it tastes good. The Most High's word doesn't taste good. The Most High's word hurts. And this is the other thing, and the last thing. It's the witchcraft or the negative powers between us, or that is all over the world. How can we get rid of that? How can we fight it? How can we be delivered? We can't be delivered by just only hearing here and there what Isaiah did, what the disciples did, that we are Hebrews, that we are Jewish, that we are the true Jews, or whatever. We now need you. Where is written that father and mother will have visions, dreams, will become prophets, will start now also learning about herbs. Hey, my sisters, I love it from Sister Moyo, and I'm very nice. She knows now so much about herbs. From Nigeria, they know a lot of stuff. People must learn. There are many different kinds of truth is not only found in religion. Truth is found in science. Truth is found in politics. Truth is found in nature. The Most High is in the nature. He's not in the book. The book has only a part, 1% of the truth about the Most High. The rest is also outside. It's in spirit. Yeah. And the spirit is something that grows. It still exists. It's not like, oh, the spirit only existed when Jesus lived or Abraham. So it's a damn lie. Religion is a lie. Religion is it's wasting of time. Okay, this is what religion is for me. We are here to do agriculture. We are here to building our homes. We are here to making our people great again. Why do I not open my mouth in Africa like I used to do on YouTube? Yeah, it's because I have power behind my back. I have wings. If you open your mouth and start doing healings in front of people in Africa, something like that never existed in Africa. Very simple. In Africa, you will have pastors having in their churches teaching about Jesus and Catholic mythology. They never saw that the Vatican is here and the Roman kings or presidents are here. If before they even go to the president, they go to the Vatican and ask for whatever, which means they are together. Politics and religion is the same thing. So, which is spirituality behind the scene, which can be evil, which is occult, or it can be Holy Spirit from the Most High. But the Holy Spirit and politics, it hasn't started yet. The wealth of the Most High and the Holy Spirit haven't started yet. The fight, the warriors, the war of the Most High with the Holy Spirit hasn't started yet. The teaching of the Most High with the Holy Spirit hasn't started yet, brothers and sisters. Don't mind. This is head knowledge, what is going on there. Head knowledge, yeah? And someone is good in that, a good talker, it becomes even worse, yeah? Then all of us being infected by this poison. Brothers and sisters, listen clearly. We are moving forward, and people that will move with me will see that all the others around me will follow. Everyone will follow because they followed over years. They always followed this young man, and they will follow again, brothers and sisters. Help your young brother. Help me so that I can move forward with that power and this strength because it's needed. Because always we need maybe only one person to shout so that others also wake up. I have no problems if others make more cash, if others have more followers, if others have more influence. That's not the problem. The big thing is that we are still the tail, that we are still not understanding different kind of things, that we are still all of us has still to learn. Yeah, and I tell you, also one day the Most High will give me the opportunity to start opening things in Africa, to start shouting on the crowd like Isaiah did, like healing people like the biblical characters or Simon Togo did here in this Africa. But before I start doing that, I have to know that we have already influence and power. People have already awoken, because if you start doing it and your people are fighting against you, they will kill me and the government will kill me, and I will not go far, because I have a family too, brothers and sisters, and you are my family too. Many of y'all need me, yeah. And we haven't built a utopia yet. We haven't started to open the borders yet, so that people don't need visas. We haven't started to build in the streets yet. We haven't started to educate our people in the country, so that they receive our people with health, with wealthy handed and open handed. Come, diaspora, we are here, your brothers. Yes, we are together, we are one. But let us learn together. Malembe malembe, which slowly, we're gonna receive what we want. Many people will learn, many people, and at last, many people will acknowledge what the Most High have said from the beginning. He said to me, "You are my son. I am a brother." Yaya Ike Masa. Thank you very much for listening. Like I told you, the last thing that people have to know is how to get rid of the different spirits. I used to see people people I used to see people doing clubbing, doing parties, doing a lot of things. It's for me it's all good, but who will take who the Levitical way how to bless someone, to help someone to get rid of his sins. Everything that is bound on earth will be also bound in heaven. Everything that is open or delivered on earth will be also delivered in heaven. Now tell me, how many people from you washed with herbs and washed their sins away and their blood? Yeah, but this washing with blood of Christ is sounds vampire-realistic, but there is a way how our forefathers have washed our people to become new creatures, to become seers, to become, ngunzas maybe, or to become healers, or to become scientific. I have never seen a president in Africa becoming president, or even in the West, without being indoctrinated, initiated, yeah, by herbs and whatever, what kind of rituals they do. People have to start understanding there is only spirituality is one. If they are doing and sacrificing their spirituality to their gods, you will see the same way they will use the incense, they will use the woods, they will use the herb, they will use the animals, they will use the same way how it is written in the Bible, brothers and sisters. There is no way out. If you're running away from knowledge, knowledge will not be there. Knowledge will stay away from you. You have to accept who you are. This is the only way how our fathers, mothers can give you that what is yours, by accepting and being respectful to your mothers and fathers, and open-handed, so that they can give it to you as a son or a daughter. This is how I received it. Be patient, it's about to come. Thank you very much. And I know I wasn't active for a while. Like I told you guys, support Masa, help me if you can, because I have no PayPal there. Just ask some, write something, you will find me if you really wants to help. Thank you very much, and more is about to come. Big bombs. Don't listen here and there. Do your own research. Do your own research. Do your own research. Go into it. You know, practice and see if it evil, is it good. This is how it works. Yeah, don't listen too much. Yeah, the Pharisees never helped us. The Sadducees never helped us. The government never helped us. If you can get something, and also for free, if you can learn something, learn and practice. Many people from our people, they don't even want to read. So if you don't want to read now, how do you want now to do the practices of the Levites? You will be also try, do it, go do some stuff, and you're gonna see you you will be prosper, you will make it. Thank you very much, and I will see you very soon. Give me a like and share the video, please.